Hi peeps, me again. So I just held the bird for a while until it calmed down. Tried giving it a bit of water and a bit of food. Tried offering it a mealworm and then just put a few bits of bird seed in my hand, but it were too worked up to take anything. But the silly thing did, like, in its anxiety, try biting me when I offered it the mealworm and ended up with mealworm in its mouth, which I thought were funny. Silly thing. But then I were stroking it under its chin and it like, oh yeah, that's nice. Closed its eyes and like almost fell asleep. Checked its wings and everything. Its wings seemed to be fine, but I knew it were injured somewhere. Because when I'd picked it up, I could see some feathers that were a bit out of place. Just fortunately, just some little ones. So what I'd done while I were holding it, I'd got a box. I'm focusing on Dayla because you'll see in a minute. I'd got a box. Unfortunately, it were only like a plastic storage box because that were all I had to put it in. And I just thought, well, I'll put it in there for a while. Put a couple of old tea towels in, a bit of water and a bit of food. But as soon as I put it in, it started sort of like going a bit anxious, trying to get out. Wasn't trying to fly, it was just sort of like trying to jump out. So I knew there was something wrong underneath, so that gave me opportunity to like get at it in a different position, because I didn't want to distress it too much by turning it over and what have you while it were in my hands. But then I picked it back up in a different position. I managed to get underneath, stretched its legs out, and it looks like the cat has like grabbed it at the top of its leg, and there's a bit of a puncture wound on the inside of its leg, sort of in between its top of its thigh and its tummy. I'm hoping it has just torn the skin. There didn't look to be a great deal of blood. Hello, baby. And there were just a few feathers loose. I couldn't really see any other wounds. So I thought, well, it's not going to be comfortable in the box and I don't want to distress it any further, so I brought it out here and put it on Dayla. It took a few minutes for it to step out of my hands and onto one of the branches, and it didn't fly still, it just hopped up the branches, so hence why I've got the camera on Dayla. So I'm hoping it's still in there somewhere, just having a good rest. I don't want to get too close and scare it off. Hello, baby. Baby Robin were in there, so the only concern is that the other cats do come in here. But at least if it's up there, up at the top, they don't tend to climb the tree too much. I've seen Mitzi try and climb the tree once or twice, but that's another reason why wind chimes are in there, because if she tries to climb it, she can't do it in silence anymore. So hopefully it'll be alright. I think it was a young blackbird looking at its tail and feathers. It was very brown speckly on its chest though. Unless it was another type of bird. A bit smaller than a blackbird. but way bigger than like a sparrow. So we'll see. It's just see if I can see anything. You see, it's very similar colours to Dahlia's branches, so... Oh, hang on. Oh no, that's just one of the sparrows up there. I did just spot something. I've polished the breakfast off this morning. Don't normally. If they're up in top, it's there. Hang on, let me zoom in. You see it there? It's there. Just resting. You alright, baby? Hey. You have a good rest, eh? I'll just keep coming out and checking on it through there. Hello. Alright. Poor little love. Oh, it's shattered. It's exhausted. I'll leave it be. But there you go. At least I know where it is. Hopefully it'll just stay in Dahlia and get some rest. So I should imagine it's quite painful for it to fly because of where injury is. Because all that will be muscle around there and it'll be sore for it to flop that muscle. So I'll probably just need to rest for a day or two. But at least where it is here, it can just hop down the branches, hop onto the stumps and get some food and water, and then hop back up the tree. So, right, there you go guys. I'll see you later. Bye bye birdie. Bye bye.